Fesi, maybe could you describe what's the maybe the intensity, physicality of practice, kind of in the dog days of camp right now? What's been maybe the vibe of practices this week?
That's been one of the more promising things for me, just in the big picture of the team, is the intensity, the passion, the energy that we're seeing right now, right in the thick of camp. And I think that right there is just a product of the culture, of the leadership we have on this team. And I've been really pleased with the energy and the excitement that these guys are displaying, in the toughest part of fall camp.
You mentioned leadership. Who are some of those individuals on the offensive side that you've noticed taking on more of a leadership role this year?
First guys that come to mind, just obviously our three quarterbacks battling out, done a great job. On the O-line, Harris LaChance is a guy that always sticks out to me, how vocal and how much energy that guy has every single day, whether things are good or bad. James Empey's always a solid leadership figure, does his job. Receiving room, Neil, Gunner do a great job. Nacua Brothers, so much personality and energy. They do a great job. Keanu Hill does an unbelievable job. Our running backs, Lopini and Tyler, are guys who have always, just kind of shown leadership in the way they play, but I've seen them more vocal this year than they haven't shown in the past. And then, Isaac, Rex, Downholker. I mean, some of those key positions, those guys, one of the things that makes them great is their leadership qualities as well. And they're all a part of the energy we see every day.
Okay, go ahead, Jay.
Fesi, I'm just curious, are you ready to share kind of your receivers depth chart with us yet, or are you still a little bit of ways from nailing that down?
Yeah, I'm not ready yet. I think it's taken shape, but there's still things I got to figure out and work through. I can say that Neil and Gunner, it's not a surprise, are two guys that we're going to be investing heavily in. They're proven guys. But after that, there's a plethora of receivers who, with a little bit more time and reps, I can start to discuss that more.
So the video we saw from the scrimmage looked like you've got some newcomers that are showing well. Can you kind of give us an idea of what maybe new faces we might see this year that are kind of moving up a little bit?
Yeah, newcomers as in like their first time here, or just guys who haven't played a lot, like in the past?
Or just who's, besides the guys we know about, maybe who are some guys that have kind of surprised you or impressed you that maybe you don't know that much about?
Keanu Hill's had a great fall camp. He's one that just with time and more experience gets better and better, improves in his receiver play and understanding our offense. Chris Jackson is another one who's taken such a big step in terms of just the mental part and knowledge of the playbook. He's super comfortable, and I completely trust him, understanding the playbook. Braden Cosper, unbelievable camp. And then, the Nacua Brothers, I know they're on a limited basis right now, but when they go, they've shown and proven that they got the playbook down and can make plays when the ball comes their way. Hobbs Nyberg is another one who's when he gets his shots, he takes advantage of them. I know when you start naming guys, you run the risk of forgetting guys, but I can go down the list. Every guy's done something well, but those are just some of the guys that have really stepped up this camp.
Hey, Mitch, go ahead.
Fesi, Kalani's mentioned in the past that he'll more likely than not defer to A-Rod and you when it comes to the quarterback decision. What input will you give to A-Rod in the decision? What's maybe been your observations of these quarterbacks?
Just my perspective from a receiver standpoint. I think there's two components to that. One is I know what my guys, they're pretty vocal and and positive about the different quarterbacks and what they bring and little things, how the ball comes out their hand and some of that stuff from the receiver side. And then there's just my side of whatever I know from the little bit of quarterbacks I coached, and then just another voice in the coaching room. A-Rod's always been great at being, including everyone and getting our opinion. So that's kind of where I see my role. Nothing crazy, just giving my opinion from a receiver perspective and from my own individual one.
One of the younger names in the receiver room that I wanted to touch base with you on is Cody Epstein. I know he's banged up a little bit in spring and dealt with some injuries here and there in fall. But how's he coming along? Is he healthy? Where's Cody at?
He's progressing. He's one that we're still just being very, very careful with. It's a foot deal, and that's not something you wanna push. So, in terms of he's ready mentally, there's no doubt in my mind. He's so competitive, but he's someone who I'm just slow playing, and I'm not forcing it. So yeah, that's why we haven't seen a ton of him this fall.
Thanks, Fesi.
Yep.
Jerem, go ahead.
What's up, Fesi? How you doing, man?
Good. What's up, man?
Good. So you mentioned the Niko Brothers are on a limited basis right now. Are they pacing to be available and play against Arizona?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. That's the plan. So.
And what have you seen from them that has impressed you to where you feel like they could make an impact this season?
Just their ability to make plays. I mean, they have a knack for going and getting the ball, understanding the concepts that we have, knowing where the ball is going to be, and they just bring a lot of personality to our room. I know that's something that you don't see in statistics and numbers, but that's huge when you have guys that have a natural ability to lead and to bring energy and passion to the field. Like, you value that stuff as a coach, and so the fact that they can couple that with their ability to make plays and pick up this playbook are things that I think are keeping them on track for us to see a lot of them this year.
And did they integrate right away really well, or did it take a second?
Right away. And the reason why, one, I think they're going to fit in no matter where they go. That's just their personality. But the other thing is just a credit to our room, man. Those guys, no egos, welcomed them in with open arms right away. And then that trickled out to the rest of the team. I just think the culture of this team and the way everyone's taking them in is just more proof of the family unit and bond and the culture that we have here.
Okay, last question. Grant, go ahead.
Hey, Fesi, I know you're busy with your own thing, obviously, but have you gotten any sense of the buzz Dax is creating with Washington? And I'm sure you're not surprised that he's opening eyes. What helps him do that at a high level, do you think?
His ability to just stay calm in who he is no matter what. And Dax was like that last year when things were going really good, or when things were a little tense. He was the same person. So I'm not surprised. I've been able to stay in touch through text. Just talked to him the other day and just got his opinion on things and how things are going. I'm so proud of him. I know he's just going to continue to keep doing well, and I think the future is really bright for him.
And what does it mean to have, presuming he sticks, have BYU receivers, contributing at the next level for this program?
Yeah, it means a lot. It just sends the message to, most importantly, our guys right now in the room that they can accomplish their goals. We preach that as a staff, that you come here to BYU, you can accomplish all your goals that you can anywhere else. And when guys go to the NFL, and specifically in the receiver room, that keeps that message flowing strong, and then it sends a message to all the recruits and the potential players here that are going to play for BYU, that you can go accomplish your dreams, whether you come in as a highly touted recruit, 4-star, 5-star guy, or whether you walk on and don't have many scholarships. That you'll come here, you'll thrive, you'll get your opportunities, and if you make the most of it, you'll be able to accomplish your goals.
Thanks, Fesi.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Fesi.
Thank you, guys.